Welcome back to Cloud 2K. Today, I'm doing a reaction to an article of NBA trade rumors. Now, the thing came out earlier today that Heat are open to Jimmy Butler trade offers. Warriors, Rockets, and Mavs have all been linked to possibly getting Jimmy Butler. Now, this is interesting because it's pretty obvious the Heat are not giving up per se, but they're like, okay, this isn't going to work. This core of Jimmy, Bam, Tyler Hero isn't going to win the championship, which I think we've known for a while now. And they're going to try to move on and get the assets they can for a guy like Jimmy Butler. Now, again, if you look at these teams, the Warriors, the Rockets, and Mavs, these are all teams that are maybe contenders. The Warriors have been on have had their losing streak, and they've cooled off from the start of the season. But adding a guy like Jimmy Butler might bring you back into playoff or championship contention. The Mavs were just in the finals last year, and then the Rockets are a really, really young team. I think they might be a little bit too early to call them championship contenders right now. They might need another year or two before I fully believe they're in there. But apparently, like I said, per Shams Charania, the Miami Heat are open to listening to offers for star wing Jimmy Butler. Charania added, however, that any deal would have to be right for Miami in order to get the Heat to bite. Butler's agent, meanwhile, has communicated the idea that the six-time All-Star will potentially embrace a move to the Houston Rockets, Dallas Mavericks, or Golden State Warriors. Butler and the Heat are heading towards a big fork in the road after Charania reported The Athletic in June he intends to decline his player option for the 2025-2026 season, which would be next season. Either trading the 35-year-old or losing him in free agency would likely trigger a reset for Miami after 5 straight playoff trips. Between his age and the more restrictive collective bargaining agreement, signing him to a max extension carries its own risks. And they go a little bit more. We'll just read his before we get to the next part. By not moving Butler in the offseason with his expiring contract hanging over the organization, the Heat signal they want to keep chasing postseason success in the short term, as they've made two finals in the Jimmy Butler era, made another conference finals, but obviously no finals victories. One presumes they could shift their mindset if they sense their championship window is all but closed. Miami is 5th in the Eastern Conference, but sports a 12-10 record. Eric Spoelstra's squad is also 12th in that rating. A 3-game winning streak is raising some encouragement. The run includes a 41-point blowout over the Lakers. Okay, yeah. We don't have to talk about that. But it's very interesting. Jimmy Butler is probably the biggest name that has been moved either during this season or in the offseason because honestly, the free agency class isn't crazy. But the reason I did this is because I pulled up here on Fanspo, and I had some people, I didn't have some people, but some people have made trades. Now, you look at some of these, they've been much before Jimmy Butler's kind of trade request, or not really formal request, but that they might be shopping. So it's probably not going to be the same exact teams as the Warriors, Rockets, and Mavs. Probably not going to be those teams. But we're just going to look at some potential trades that people have drawn up for Jimmy Butler. Now, this first one I already see is four teams, and we'll go through these. It already says failed, but that's because of the recently signed stuff, and then the Knicks need to take out about $500K, so I guess they could do that. But we're starting big with a 4-team trade. The Miami Heat get Darius Garland and Julius Randle. Okay, this is an old one because obviously we know now that Julius Randle is on Timberwolves. So we're not, but still look, Garland and Julius Randle to the Heat. The Knicks get Jeremy Grant, Jared Allen, Duop Reith. The Trailblazers get Duncan Robinson, Georges Niang, Preston Chua, campaign, 2025 pick via Detroit, Washington, and 2030 via the Heat. And the Cavs get Jimmy Butler and Mitch Robinson. Now, again, obviously, Julius Randle's not on the Knicks anymore, so that trade wouldn't work at all. Jared Allen and Darius Garland are not getting traded because the Cavs are the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. So we're just going to back up out of this one because that's not, this is obviously before the trades in the offseason, stuff like that. Now here, somebody has a Warriors trade, and I think we can already see what it is, and it's pretty what I think the trade is going to be. Now, I think there is going to be a difference in who gets traded here. Jimmy Butler to the Warriors for Andrew Wiggins, Buddy Hield, Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody in the first-round pick. Now, yeah, I wasn't quite sure if a guy like Buddy Hield would get traded. I for sure Kuminga, Andrew Wiggins in a first-round pick. Adding Moses Moody would be pretty decent for the Warriors as well because they just need bodies, people that can shoot the ball, and that's what you're hoping you can kind of get from Moses Moody. Jonathan Kuminga obviously hasn't been great. He's had his moments this year, but hasn't been great. But bringing kind of a young talent, because it's obvious, again, moving on from Jimmy Butler, you're kind of conceding your championship window for right now Bam Adebayo is still in its like what mid-20s, mid to late 20s. Same with Tyler Hero. You bring in a Kuminga, bring in a Moses Moody. These are guys that could kind of build with your team. Buddy Hield, I mean, no, he's not going to be there for the long term, but he can provide spacing right now. Andrew Wiggins, again, is having a better season after the past 2 years not being great. So, that's decent. Andrew Wiggins is actually playing pretty well this season, so maybe they won't want to do that. But to bring in Jimmy Butler, you're going to have to give up pieces. Andrew Wiggins' contract is going to be the biggest thing about that. So, yeah, next is the Grizzlies. Okay. Sure. What do we have here for the Grizzlies? Okay. The Grizzlies get Jimmy Butler and Josh Richardson. The Heat get Marcus Smart, Brandon Clark, John Konchar, Santi Aldama, and a 2025 and 2027 first-round pick via the Grizzlies, it seems. Now, okay, the Grizzlies have been pretty good this year with a lot of injuries they've been dealing with. Marcus Smart pretty much has lost his start to the rookie Jalen Wells, so they probably would be pretty happy to get off that contract. Brandon Clark's filled in really, really nicely, especially now that Zach Edey's been injured. John Konchar, okay. Santi Aldama's also been really, really good this season. But again, you're giving up Jimmy Butler, or you're getting Jimmy Butler. Now, I don't know if you're the Grizzlies, if you're giving up pretty much 3 to 4 solid rotational players, and especially 2 of them in really, really good, Brandon Clark and Santi Aldama. You also give up 2 first-round picks for Jimmy Butler, who you have for the back half of the season, and then you hope he takes his player option. But he already said he's probably not going to take it. So if you trade all this for half a year Jimmy Butler on a team like the Grizzlies that's probably not quite ready to win a championship, I don't know if it's really worth it. But I'm not completely opposed to it. So next we have, where are we at here? Okay. I might have been drunk when this concept was made, but it kind of works, not going to lie. I love when people do stuff drunk because it's really, really funny. This is from Magic Reddit, or Magic, I don't fucking know, whatever. Okay, we get a big boy one here. The Suns. Okay, hold on. The Suns, Hawks, Magic, Heat, and Nuggets. Okay. The Suns get Michael Porter Jr., Dario Saric, Jalen Johnson, Tristan Da Silva, a 2031 first-round pick, a 2031 second-round pick, and two 2031 second-round picks, one from New Orleans, one from the Magic. The Hawks get Devin Booker. Okay. The Magic get Zeke Naji, Christian Braun, Deron Holmes, Julian Strawther, Garrison Matthews, a 2025 Sacramento first-round pick, a 2025 Lakers first-round pick, a 2026 Nuggets first-round pick, a 2028 Nuggets first-round pick, and a 2025 Minnesota second-round pick. The Heat get Trae Young, 2026 first-round pick swaps between multiple people, and a couple seconds. The Nuggets get Jimmy Butler and Jalen Suggs. No, God, this got worse and worse. Why do the Hawks want Devin Booker if they're giving up Jalen Johnson and Trae Young? The Magic are good this year, so they're giving up a young guy in Tristan Da Silva. They're giving up their starting point guard in Jalen Suggs for a bunch of role players. And Deron Holmes isn't even playing this season because he's injured. Zeke Naji's not good. Julian Strawther, could be fine for them. Christian Braun could be fine for them. Garrison Matthews, again, could be fine. And it's multiple first round. The Heat getting Trae Young. I don't know how a Trae Young, Tyler Hero backcourt we're looking. Plus, Terry Rozier's still on the team. And the Nuggets getting Jimmy Butler and Jalen Suggs, it's cool. But I don't know how they play with Jokic. We kind of knew that Trae was going to be bad going into it. But, yeah, that's not good. That's not good at all. Jimmy to Golden State. And this is, again, one that is probably more likely to happen. And it looks like Kevon Looney's in this trade. The Warriors get Jimmy Butler and a 2028 first-round pick. So they get a pick back for Andrew Wiggins, Kevon Looney, Jonathan Kuminga, Moses Moody, and then 2026, 2028. So basically you're replacing Buddy Hield with Kevon Looney and getting a first-round pick. Tracy Jackson Davis has been pretty good. But I don't think you want to give up Looney, because especially in the playoffs, Looney just consistently is good there for him. I don't like this one. I think I would... Would they prefer to give up Buddy Hield over Kevon Looney? I don't know. I don't know if they would do that. I wouldn't do it personally. But, again, these are fan-made, so you know they're not going to be good. Spurs get Wemby and All-Star. Okay, especially with how good Chris Paul is playing this year. I mean, I don't think this team is ready for a championship right now, but maybe, fuck it, why not? The Heat get Keldon Johnson, Harrison Barnes, Blake Wesley, a 2030 first-round pick, 2031 pick swap, and a 2027 second-round pick. The Blazers get Malachi Branham. Sure. And the Spurs get Jimmy Butler and Jabari Walker. So, the Trailblazers are basically trading Jabari Walker for Malachi Branham. I don't think they want Malachi Branham with the guards they have, especially for a wing position they don't really have a lot of. I think the Spurs will be fine getting off of Harrison Barnes, maybe even Blake Wesley, I guess. Keldon Johnson. I mean, you are getting off these contracts a little bit sooner for Jimmy Butler. I guess like a year sooner maybe, and you get like a young wing and Jabari Walker that could be something. The Trailblazers really have no business being in this trade at all. Like, I feel like you made this a 3-team trade just to make this a 3-team trade, and we don't like that around here, so don't do that. I mean, Jimmy Butler on the Spurs, I don't know if I like it. I don't know if he's the guy for Wemby. I don't know. Yeah, the top comment said the Blazers not trading for another guard they have not on the roster. That's, yeah. Not great trade so far. And I see a lot of potential players in here. Then another guy that potentially could get traded with a Brandon Ingram. So I'm curious how this goes. Warriors get Jimmy Butler. The Heat get Brandon Ingram, Jonathan Kuminga. Oh, okay. The Pelicans get Andrew Wiggins, Robert Williams, and a 2026 first-round pick from the Warriors. And the Blazers get Duncan Robinson. Again, I guess the Duncan Robinson, like the Blazers have the cap space, and they're kind of in the position they could take on this contract. And I think they do want to trade Robert Williams while he's playing good right now before he gets hurt again, unfortunately. I'm a big fan of Robert Williams, but we know how it goes. So I think they just need to take care of it while they can. But I don't know if Duncan Robinson has any place on that roster. But again, maybe you just sell high on Robert Williams and just get a contract, I guess, that maybe you could put in something next year. Or I don't really know. Pelicans getting Andrew Wiggins and Robert Williams. They need help at the center spot. Yves Missy's been pretty good, but I think you could always use another guy like Robert Williams in there when Yves Missy is like off the court or missing time. Again, hoping that Robert Williams stay healthy. Andrew Wiggins, I don't like the fit at all there. I don't like the fit at all there, honest to God. They have Trey Murphy that they're trying to get more minutes to, and Andrew Wiggins is going to do nothing but eat up those minutes. But the Heat getting Brandon Ingram and Kuminga, they're the winners of this trade. Not the Warriors getting the Heat, or not the Warriors getting Jimmy Butler. Brandon Ingram and Kuminga going to the Heat. That brings in a guy that Brandon Ingram you kind of like give him his own team. I know like Bam Adebayo's there, but like you kind of give Brandon Ingram this Heat team. Him, Tyler Hero, Bam Adebayo, and then you also give him Jonathan Kuminga, another young star. This could be a core. Now you'd have to re-sign Brandon Ingram if you could convince him to re-sign there. You might have a solid like. I don't know. You still got to figure out that point guard position, but then like you could do like blank, Tyler Hero, Brandon Ingram, Jonathan Kuminga, Bam Adebayo maybe, and I feel like you might have something there in like 2 to 3 years, just because like Terry Rozier's not in it at all, and they don't really have a lot of point guard play. I like this for the Heat more than I like it for anybody else, and I think the Heat probably would be pretty happy to do that trade. We're gonna do 1 or 2 more here. I don't want this video to be super long. But this is the Friday video, so yeah, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I see. Let's do this one. The Nuggets do need to go all in. They're definitely missing pieces for having a real championship team. The Heat get Michael Porter Jr., Zeke Naji, Deron Holmes, Julian Strawther, and 3 first-round picks. The Nuggets get Jimmy Butler, Josh Richardson, and 2 first-round picks. I think there's just a lot of picks involved here that really wouldn't be part of this trade. I don't think the Nuggets get first-round picks back for this, and you might take one off of this side. That's just my opinion, though. Because who's better at this point in time, Michael Porter Jr. or Jimmy Butler? I think Jimmy Butler's still the better player, for sure. I think Jimmy Butler is the better player. So I don't think you get 2 first-round picks back for getting the best player in a trade as well. Is that crazy to think? Is that wrong to think? I don't know. That seems a little off to me. So I'm gonna say for the Nuggets, I still don't know if I like Jimmy Butler with the Nuggets team, like with Jamal Murray, Christian Braun, Aaron Gordon, and that you take out what little shooting you already have. Like you already don't have a lot of shooting over there in Denver, and then you replace Michael Porter Jr. Your most like your guy that's gonna take the shot no matter what with a guy that doesn't shoot the 3-point shot well, or like really at all in Jimmy Butler. So I don't like him on the Nuggets. It just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like it would fit at all. But yeah, we'll do one more here. I'm just gonna go down and I'm just gonna stop somewhere, and that's gonna be. I'm sorry. Did I? How am I not supposed to pick on this one? This guy looks like he's a Kings fan. Okay. Woo, we're gonna finish off with a bang. It's all financials and the stipend rule. So you didn't even do a good job because this wouldn't work anyway. But it's so cool. We're gonna look at it. The Pacers, again, Julius Randle is involved in this trade. He's not on the Knicks in real life, but screw it, I don't really even care. The Pacers get Julius Randle, Clay Ware, Jaime Jaquez, and a 2028 first-round pick. Brooklyn holds the rights to swap. Yeah, man. Yeah. The Heat get LeBron James, Luka Doncic, Jared Vanderbilt. Jared Vanderbilt's just happy to be there, man. The Knicks get Jimmy Butler, Duncan Robinson, 4 second-round picks and a 2027 first-round pick. The Lakers get Pascal Siakam, OG Anunoby, Klay Thompson, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 first-round picks, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 second-round picks. And the Mavericks, can I get the screen over here a little bit? No, okay. The Mavericks, get out of here, Ad. I'm trying to get, okay. The Mavericks get Anthony Davis, Terry Rozier, and a boatload, looks like 2 firsts and a couple seconds. It's kind of cut off there, whatever. So, you're replacing 2 top 10 players in the league, and Anthony Davis and LeBron James, with Pascal Siakam, OG Anunoby, and Klay Thompson, and a bunch of first-round picks. Okay, you make it down a role player team, for sure. The Heat getting LeBron. Okay. That can't be the last one. I'm sorry. That one's so stupid. That cannot be the last one. I'm so sorry. That's so bad. I'm just gonna go down here. I want to look at that one. I'm gonna look at this one. I want the last one to be a little bit more realistic, but these are just some stupid ass trades. Oh my god, bro. Come on, man. The Nets get Kevon Looney in the second round pick. Hell yeah. The Warriors get Jimmy Butler, Pat Connaughton. Sure. The Bucks get Andrew Wiggins, Draymond Green, Jaime Jaquez, Ryan Dunn, Kevin. No. I couldn't take it seriously. I'm so sorry. I can't take it seriously. That's so stupid, guys. What the hell are we doing? Let's go down to like a. You know what? Okay. This one looks better. Heat, Hawks, Warriors. Yeah. The Hawks get Andrew Wiggins, Kevon Looney, Moses Moody, Guy Santos, and a 2027 first-round pick from the Warriors and the 2031 first-round pick from the Miami Heat. The Warriors get Jimmy Butler and Pele Larson. And the Heat get DeAndre Hunter, Bogdan Bogdanovic, Jonathan Kuminga, and that first-round pick. Okay. So, I think DeAndre Hunter's been pretty damn good this year, but I think they're ready to move on from Bogdan Bogdanovic. Also, getting a 2025 first-round pick, which is probably going to be in the late teens, early 20s, with Jimmy Butler added to the team. But you're bringing in some young, like, I guess Bogdan's like, if you're the Heat, Bogdan's like, ugh, I don't know if I want him. But Kuminga, DeAndre Hunter could be good wings for the future and a first-round pick there. The Warriors get their guy in Jimmy Butler. And, again, we've talked about Kuminga already multiple times. He's been flashy, but hasn't been great. You're moving on from a lot of, again, Kevon Looney's a tough one for them to depart from the playoffs. And a couple first-round picks. The Hawks, they're still trying to figure out their stuff between Clint Capella and Nneka Okongwu. Bringing Kevon Looney in, I feel like he wouldn't get a lot of minutes or just kind of mess up their rotation. Moses Moody, I think, would be a good, he would get his minutes there in Atlanta. So would Santos. You get a couple first-round picks. 2031's first-round pick could be pretty good because you don't know how long these guys can be on the team for. Andrew Wiggins kind of a salary cap filler. Okay. that's all the trades we're going to do today because some of these are really, really, really bad. And I don't want to go into all that. So let me know which one is your favorite. I don't know. I think there's a couple good ones in there. Obviously, a lot of messed up ones. Give me your predictions below. Where do you think Jimmy Butler's going to get traded to, and like what for? Like, put together your little package. Do it on Fanspo, and then put it in the comments below. Because like, don't give me some stupid trade that's not going to work. I would prefer a trade that financially is going to work out if you can. But I do appreciate you guys watching. Check us out on Playback Time Out with J&G every Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. We stream, we have fun, we hang out. The podcast is now on Thursday nights. And then on this video, like, comment, subscribe. I'm trying to hit 500 subscribers, but I cannot do that without each and every one of you. I'll see you guys next week. Peace.